The word cooperative societies is very powerful in itself, as it is mentioned in the fundamental rights under Article 19, directive principles of state policy under Article 43B, and is also mentioned in Part 9B of the Indian Constitution. And for the very first time, a National Cooperative Society Universities Bill has been prepared. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the Tribhuvan Sehakari University Bill in Lok Sabha. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at the news, then what is the proposal that has been given or tabled in Lok Sabha, and why is it different from other universities, why a cooperative society university is important, what is IRMA, and in the end a prelims MCQ topic is of relevance from general studies paper 2, that is bills and acts. The news talks about bill to set up Tribhuvan Sehakari University in Lok Sabha, what it will teach and why. So before starting, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now been shifted to Noida, and the admissions, the offline admissions for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains, the admissions are open for both English and Hindi medium. The English medium batch is starting from 17th of February, while the Hindi medium batch is starting from 21st of February. If you have any query, give us a call at 87501. You can also download the Drishti Learning app. So the news talks about the government has introduced a bill to establish a new university, and this will be the first of its kind university in India. And the Tribhuvan Sehakari University. Tribhuvan Sehakari University means Cooperative Societies University. So the Tribhuvan Sehakari University on the campus of the Institute of Rural Management, Anand in Gujarat, it will be established. And the Tribhuvan Sehakari University Bill 2025 was introduced in the Lok Sabha recently, and this new university will be declared an institution of national importance. It means that an institution of national eminence will also be declared. So first of all, about the proposal. So what is the proposal? The proposal is that IRMA offers specialized courses in rural management. So specialized courses in rural management, and it also provides training in the development sector, including the cooperative sector. Now cooperative sector is important because cooperative sector has been added in our constitution by an amendment, and it is a part of fundamental rights, DPSP, and also one of the parts of the constitution. So cooperative sector means that it is a voluntary organization in which people from different aspects or different backgrounds come together for a common purpose. Now it is a voluntary organization and the purpose is common. So the bill for the first of its kind of cooperative, national cooperative university has been presented. So what will be the aim of the new university? It will be imparting technical and management education and training in the cooperative sector. So this is to strengthen the cooperative sector of the country, as the cooperative sector, when we talk about the grassroots levels, then the cooperative sectors plays a very important role with regard to making people financially viable and also providing them loans. To promote cooperative research and development and to attain standards of global excellence. Then the first university of its kind in India, several other countries also have these kind of university, and this will be the first of its kind of university in India. Like other countries like Germany, Kenya, Colombia, Spain, they have dedicated universities for cooperatives. Then why is it different from the other universities? So the university would be a specialized university, and this will be the first of its kind. It means that till now in India a national cooperative university is not there. So this will be the first of its kind, and whenever something happens for the first time, it becomes all the more important and special. And this will be done to impart and promote cooperative education, training, research and development, and thereby strengthen the cooperative movement in the country. So basically, to make these voluntary organizations more powerful, more base will be given to them with regards to the research and development, education, and providing more funding to it. Then the aim would be to establish sector specific schools such as dairy, fishery, sugar, banking, rural credit, cooperative finance, cooperative marketing, cooperative accounting, cooperative laws, cooperative audit, multi-state cooperatives, etc. So all the sectors under the cooperative sectors will be included in it. Then on its campus or in the states that are the leaders in the respective sectors, so they will also be benefiting from it. And at least 4 to 5 affiliated colleges or institutions in states with a high concentration of cooperative societies. So the focus will also be on these 4 to 5 affiliated colleges or institutions. Then what is the need of a cooperative university? So the cooperative sector plays a significant role in the country's economy, and when we talk about economy, it boosts the financial viability at the grassroots level. And if we talk about in factual terms, then it accounts for around 19% of the agricultural credit available by farmers, 35% of fertilizers distribution, 25% of fertilizer production, 31% of sugar production, 10% of the production and procurement of milk, 13% of wheat procurement, 20% of paddy procurement, and 21% of fish production. So if you will see, then these cooperative sectors are playing a major role with regard to making people more financially viable and also providing a push to the economy. Then the present education and training infrastructure in the cooperative sector is fragmented and inadequate to meet the demand for the qualified manpower. So the education and training infrastructure in the cooperatives as of now is not up to the mark, and it is seen that it is not feasible for the future. And capacity building of existing employees in cooperative societies, and it also lacks standardization and quality monitoring mechanisms. So standardization is also lacking. It also needs more standardization. It means that things needs to be done in a proper systematic way. Then it is essential that a comprehensive, integrated and standardized structure is created for education, training and research. Now for education, training and research, because till the time training and research will not be done, then the future will not be taken care of with regard to the education, because it is the research and development of any country which takes the country forward. Then by establishing a national university to ensure a stable, adequate and quality supply of professionally qualified manpower for different categories of jobs. So what will be done is to provide a stable, adequate and quality, so that the people who will be employed in the cooperatives, they have the required skills and also they have the required qualifications to go and work there and also give quality to that work. In cooperatives such as managerial, supervisory, administrative, technical, operational jobs, so these are the managerial jobs, management jobs. So people, skilled people or skilled manpower needs to work there. Then it also addresses the long pending issue of capacity building of employees and board members in the cooperative sector in a pan-India focused manner, because state-wise in some states cooperatives are doing well, while in the other states the cooperatives are not doing well. Now we needed, or you can say India needed, a pan-India body to look into it. So if the first of its kind cooperative university will be made, then the people who will be working in the cooperatives, they will be future ready. Now about IRMA. So IRMA was founded by Dr. Verghese Kurian, who is considered to be the father of the White Revolution during the time of 1979, and it is registered as a society under the Societies Registration Act of 1860. Then Tribhuvan Sahakari University Bill 2025 is legislated into an act and becomes effective. Then the IRMA society will be dissolved. So till the time it is bill, IRMA society is working, but if the Tribhuvan Sahakari University bill will be made and implemented into an act, then the IRMA society will be dissolved, and then the IRMA will become one of the schools of the new university. So within the new university, the IRMA will work as a school, one of its school, and will be declared a center of excellence for rural management. So for rural management, it will be given the tag of center of excellence. Then its autonomy and identity will be preserved within the institutional framework of the university. So center of excellence will be the tag will be given to the IRMA, and India will get first of its kind of national cooperative university, so that the people who will be working in the cooperatives in India will be future ready. And now in the end, the prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So the question reads, the IRMA was registered as a society under the Companies Act 2003, Societies Registration Act of 1860, Societies Registration Act of 1960, or Companies Act of 2013. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.